Right, the Nutrien Equine sale, April 13, going to be a massive week, kicks off on April 11th. We are here at, Lang Bloodstock and the house of Chris and Hayley Lang. Firstly, Chris, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, no problem, Paul. Thanks for coming.
You got 3 horses going through, but what a beautiful part of the world we're in here in just outside of Ballarat.
Yeah, no, it's good. We when COVID hit, we decided we got to get out of town and went looking for some land. And yeah, as soon as we come out here, we loved it here. It was so quiet, and yeah, decided to do it and come out here. So it's been good ever since.
It's been a while since I've been here, and you've done a fair bit of work, I must say, because it was underneath that tree, and I don't think there was anything else up here at the time.
No, well, we used to use that tree as the work shed, so it's good to have a roof now, so it's great.
3 horses going through. One, we'll start with this bloke here behind us, and I've forgot the dam, but the Bold Eagle colt out of...
Perfect Polly.
Thank you very much. One, he's a beautiful colt in himself, sells himself that way. He's got a beautiful pedigree. He's got one major star that's come out of it in Kiang Sahara. We can't miss it. We've got to mention it. It's just a great pedigree page, isn't it?
It is. It's probably, it is the Australia's strongest trotting family. It sort of stems back to like Spider Girl, and there's a lot of very good arms that come out of it. But yeah, like obviously what Kiang Sahara did last year is great. You can't miss that. And but like even this guy's mother, Perfect Polly, she only had 2 race starts, and she was 2 from 2 as well. So between Zahara and Perfect Polly, they're 16 from 16, I think.
One thing you can't, there's always trends and fads, I suppose, things like, you just can't stop current form, and the massive amount of red type that's in there, but I think it's just her name, full stop, that's in there. It's so current. He's going to be on so many people's radars. He's a lovely colt in himself. Very early foal too, and I did just see you speak to your father-in-law. He suggested that you think he's a year older than everyone else, and he is very well developed, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I think when we were working out that we're going to breed him or whatever with Richard and Pauline Matthews, that was when Richard was a bit ill. So he sort of wanted the mares off the property for a bit, and so Polly and a few others went to is it Steve Williams down at Camperdown very early, and so hence Polly got in foal very early. So he's an August foal. I'm not sure what day exactly, but I wouldn't be surprised he was nearly the first foal born that year. So yeah,
and he looks at it, and he is quite mature. He's trying to nip, but that's a colty thing. But other than that, the fillies are like one bay away. He's not a naughty colt by any stretch.
Nah, he's he doesn't. He likes to have something in his mouth, whether that's your arm or the lead rope. You just got to be careful. But he's good. He just needs to get broken in. I'm sure he'd make a lovely racehorse.
The 2 fillies, both by Propulsion. We'll start with the Betty Hall. I think what Mark Barton said there before, a real filly, like good build, good physique about her. Then this petite, lovely horse as well. She's really nice, isn't she? Yeah,
no, we like her a lot. And if we were that way inclined, wouldn't mind keeping her and breeding on with her, obviously, because she's from quite a deep family herself. But yeah, no, great type, and yeah, have a look.
And Betty Hall is a lovely filly.
Yeah, Betty Hall, obviously, I think it's Brian Gath's last Group 1 win as a driver.
Yep.
Won the 2-year-old Vic Bred final at good odds, I think.
Yep.
And she time trialled in 157. So nice enough horse, and has left her 1 foal so far. Mr. Blindside has actually ran second in 2 Group 1 finals as a 3-year-old behind Derek the Jet, and then at Love You thing at Fitzpatrick's.
Voltaine.
Not Voltaine, something very similar though.
Yeah, I think it's a brother to Voltaine actually. Yeah. So
okay. It's Anyway, and he looked like he was going to beat them both, but just didn't. So, but that was his first sort of crack at racing, because he missed his 2-year-old season because I think there was an issue with the ownership papers or something. So anyway, that was sort of his first good prep with Jeff Webster, and he's done a great job, so hopefully he can go on.
Horse with the future too. Again, current form, current exposed form. And then the other filly is an A-lot, 245A?
245A, yeah.
Another Propulsion, whose names escape me, but this is also that Spider Girl family, a family that so many Australians will know about, just a ripping family, and an important part, I reckon, great filly family. Leaves colts, don't worry about that, but a lot of really, really good fillies, including Spider Girl.
Yeah, that's right. Spider Girl, Illawong Stardust, to name a couple of them. And yeah, like, it's that Illawong, the mother's name's Illawong Luna.
Yes.
She herself only had two starts as well as a 2-year-old. She won her first start, beating, I think, about 3 horses that went on to earn 100,000 plus. So she obviously had talent and ability, but then never made it back to the racetrack again for some reason. I don't know why, but that's that. But yeah, this is her second foal, and a great, nice filly, sort of a different to the other filly.
Yep.
The Betty Hall filly's sort of a bit more leggier and athletic, and this one's sort of shorter and more stocky and muscly, sort of a ball of muscle. So
you noted, Chris, for not bringing horses home. I think you've got it. Would you say your record is 15 from 16? You've sold.
Yeah, we've taken 16 and sold 15, and Sassy Galling was the one that didn't sell, and
it's worked out.
I know
okay.
what's happened there. Yeah.
It's worked out okay. But yourself and Hayley, you've got 3 young girls that are here keeping Hayley busy out the back. But it is your model. These horses are here for legitimate sale. You'll meet the market where they're at. You know, a horse like this is going to be on a lot of people's radars, and we want to make sure people get there Friday. I think you said you'll be there at the complex, but make sure they get there anyway and have a good look at these horses. Yeah,
no, we always go to sell, like I say. You know, I being a buyer previously and whatever, I know how frustrating it is looking at a horse and then, you know, you find out down the track that it wasn't really for sale or whatever. So all ours are for sale, and we do meet the market.
Yep.
So yeah, no, they're all for sale. Have a look if you're interested, because they'll most likely go in the ring. So.
You'll be there with your in-laws in that same sort of area there as well, and we just looked at their draft. It's going to be a very exciting draft. There's, especially as a trotting purist, mate, there's some beautiful bloodlines starting to come out. You know,
yeah.
The legacy of some great people driving the trotting gate forward, and it's a massive opportunity, especially like you've got 2 fillies just there beside us, but you know, breed on, and we say, like Mark and I were saying there before in the car, you get that 2 for 1 if you like. You get to race them, then you get to breed from them. But the market's coming for these horses too, and you know, it's terrific to see.
Yeah, that's right. I think previously people might have put a line through a filly, but I think now people are understanding, like, they race for the same money and whatever, and then even down the track, like you say, if you want to breed them, you can get your colt that you really want at wholesale price.
Yep.
So it's sort of win-win with them as well. So yeah.
One thing I did forget, especially with this horse here, is their futurities. And got to be aware that the Nutrien Sales Classic for the trotters is the richest equal richest single-sex race. So those fillies will be able to race for $75,000. So it'll be the equal race there for those. This bloke here is eligible for that. Not with the fillies, of course, but against the boys. Also eligible for the HDT Classic. Again, $75,000. It might be 70. I might be in trouble. But anyway, they're both the richest single-sex races. He's Vic bred. He's also New South Wales bred because he stood there, and the other kicker is New Zealand size stakes eligible as well. So a lot of futurities, a lot of bonuses there, which is, you know, important for people when they are purchasing these horses. Gives them options. You know, Kiwis, sit up and have a look, because you can race in your size stakes over there as well. Yeah, no, I'm sure that Toasty is his name. He'd love nothing more than to head over to New Zealand and do what Kiang Zahari did. So, did the girls name Toasty or?
Well, it's actually a Richard Matthews thing. I don't know if I should say it or not, but
I can cut it if it's no good.
If you had darker skin than mine.
No, we won't say that. Yeah, we'll leave the rest alone, and we won't. I reckon it might be a bit so. I might even have. Chris, mate, thank you. Thanks for joining me. Anyone wants to come here and have a look?
Come anytime.
You've already had a few people, which is great.
Yeah, no, it's we've had a few parties come already this year, and I think it's another 2.5 weeks till the sale. So yeah, anytime before then. Just said to Louise, and it's doable in a day. Myself and Mark have been here. We've been to Rasta Trotters, Oakbank, Durham Park, and yourself. You know, it's a very easy day. It's not hard for everyone to do. So make sure you get out here. Junior, thank you very much, mate. Good on you. Thanks.